Hello, my name is Mr. Ford, and today we're going to be looking at multiplication terms. So, multiplication. Some of the terms you're going to need to know. Factors. Product. Multiplier. Multiplicand. And multiple. So we can write our multiplication problems symbolically two different ways. The first is horizontally. From left to right. Or vertically. From top to bottom. In both cases, the numbers we're using are the same, and so we're going to label what each of these are. The factors are the two numbers that create a product. So they're the actual numbers in your problem or your operation. So up here, in this case, our factors are 12 and 7. Same thing down here. In this operation, our factors are 12 and 7. Factors just means the two parts that make the problem. We either have 12 groups of 7 or we have 7 groups of 12. The product. The product is going to be your answer. All right, so if I have 7 groups of 12, my product is whatever that amounts to. So we know that 7 groups of 10 is 70, and I know that 2 groups of 7 is 14, so I add that together in my head, I come up with 84. If this is too large for you to break apart on its own, ordering your problem vertically might be easier. I know that 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. I regroup my 1 to the tens column. I know that 7 multiplied by 1, anything multiplied by 1 is itself. So 1 group of 7 is 7. Add 1 more, and I have 84. So 84, in this case, is our product. The next two words, multiplier and multiplicand, have to do with the factors of your problem. In the case of a horizontal multiplication problem, the multiplicand is the first number, and the multiplier is the second number. It's the second factor. When you're looking at a vertical problem, the multiplicand is the top factor. The multiplier is the bottom factor. So multiplicand and multiplier effectively are the words that describe either of the factors in a problem. Multiple relates to the product. It basically means that it can evenly be broken down into groups of either of the factors. So a way that we could say this, or we could write this, is 84 is a multiple of 7, which means I can collect groups of 7 of something until I reach 84. 84 is also a multiple of 12, because they're both factors that led to us coming up with 84. So I can collect 12 groups of 7, and I'll end up with 84. I can collect 7 groups of 12, and I'll also end up with 84. So multiple describes the product. Some other words you might hear when someone's describing a multiplication question. The multiplication operation symbol, the X, can sometimes be referred to as times, noting how many times you repeatedly add the same number together. Or you might hear it as multiply. So I could read this as 12 multiplied by 7, 12 times 7. Another way you might hear these described is you might not hear the operation at all. Someone might ask for 12 sevens, or written as a word problem, tell me what you get with we'll write it as the word 7 12s. And this saying you'll often find in areas or with people who have been trained either in the United Kingdom or in, say, Australia or New Zealand, not actually mentioning the operation as times or multiply at all, but saying 12 sevens, as in you have 12 groups of 7, or you have 7 groups of 12. These are all different ways that you can describe the same thing. So again, I'm Mr. Ford, and this has been terms that you're going to need to know for multiplication.